we're streaming on PumpFun. Let's just check that. Yep, looks good there. Fantastic. And we're streaming, should be streaming on X. Let's confirm. Yep, we're live on X, and we're also live on Telegram. So I'm going to share my screen there. Yeah, share screen. Yep, looking good. Okay, looks like we're live on every channel. Okay, fantastic. Welcome back, everybody, to another live stream. This is day 16 of building in public for the PumpFun Hackathon. Made it to another milestone. The third week of streaming begins today. So I had said that today we'd probably have some things to take a look at in the Jira board to talk about what I've been working on today. I was more tired than I expected today, unfortunately. So I still got some things done, and I'm actually working on some things right now in the background. So what I may do is just quickly go through what I've been working on today, what I've deployed today, and then I may just get back to work, and I'll leave this open for like 15-20 minutes while I do some work in the background, and I'll keep an eye out for any questions. But really, I'm in the middle of doing something at the minute which is very critical, and I really want to get it finished. So I am probably going to keep working on that. But yeah, if you have any questions, jump in with questions, just let me know. And yeah, I'm going to jump into the Jira board in a second. Let's just take a quick look here. Grand, that's fine. Okay, so just to show the small updates. It was 2. I think there was just really 2 updates, maybe even just 1. Oh yeah, the UpScalp community bot. No, that was another one. I've been working on that. It wasn't tracking it on the Jira board, but I'm adding more visibility and more transparency about the average win rates of the UpScalp bot, of UpScalp Premium in particular. So that is in testing at the minute. I've shared it with our premium holders group to see what they think of it, and I'll be making that available in the community, Telegram community, very, very soon. Yeah, this one is the main one that I added today, and as you can see, this is what I'm working on right now in the background, along with, which one am I working on? Let me just see if I have it here. Oh yeah, sorry, this was the one. Yeah, so put that into testing. Adding the win rate commands to our community bot, Telegram bot. Let me just see, was there something else that I wanted to do there in this list? Yeah, I've kind of started moving into this actually. So I'd say this one will take quite a while to do, this task. Better regime detection, better activation of strategies related to particular regimes. So like short strategies, long strategies that suit the certain characteristics of certain regimes, and then tailoring them for like a transition market moving into bull, a transition market moving into bear, etc. So these smaller movements within the market regime, detecting them and enabling, disabling strategies and setups according to the changes. And that was another one that I'm kind of working on in the background today. Yeah, it's part of the major tasks that I'm doing at the minute. And then this is the main one that I added today. I'd say it's nearly ready for testing. Yeah. So I was noticing that there was some issues with the enablement and re-enablement, in particular, of strategies in the API bot. So this is just adding more gradation to that, making it more robust. So it's based on a wider frame of data, but also it's reactive to changing market conditions much better than it used to be. Yeah, so that's in testing now. I would actually move that out of that. Yeah, just because it was being too heavily influenced by, say, like the 24-hour data, which is valid for some, but I was noticing that, say, strategies were getting disabled in the API bot, and then they'd be having a lot of wins before they're actually active again and before they get re-enabled in the API bot. So obviously that's not ideal. It's missing out on 7 or 8 wins in a row because it's not getting enabled quickly enough after the market turns and it becomes eligible again. So I'm going to move that over here and we'll see how that goes today. That's into testing. Yeah, those are the main ones that I was working on today. So really it was just these fine tuning of the API bot ones just to make sure that it actually is profitable in as many market conditions as possible, as many regimes as possible. It's taken a lot of my time because it's worth it. It's really where the difference maker is with this. The unique selling point of this is if it's a very well-rounded product that offers coverage 24/7 of signals for different market conditions. This is really where I'm at the minute. I'm really focusing on pushing that so that we end up with something that is so some people describe it as a profit engine, basically. So you have something that works in all types of conditions, that it generates gains consistently due to having such a wide array of strategies and methodologies available to it, that it can account for any potential market changes, and it's ready when the market changes come. It's got a certain setup or a certain group of settings in the back end that it can handle the market changes, and it adjusts automatically, which is we're getting very, very close to that. It's already doing it for quite a lot of different market conditions, but it still needs a little bit more just to make sure that we have market coverage of every possible market condition that we could see, especially entering a bear market. It's more focused on those ones that suit that particular one. But yeah, so I'm dedicating a huge amount of time to that because I think it's going to be worth it, and it's really going to be the thing that sets this apart, that it doesn't have downtime, doesn't have quiet time, that it adjusts the opportunity and the risk automatically to the market changes, that it is tracking constantly in the back end. So yeah, I'm really hoping to nail that soon. I think it'd be very exciting when I get that done, and that'll be the main blocker for getting it public. So I've set myself 5 weeks more to be working on this, to say that I did want to make this public in about 5 weeks time to start with. I would say that our UpScalp premium holders group would be the first people who will get access to the API bot. So it'll be a small group, and then making it more widely available when they test it, when they approve it, when they're happy with it, then I would make it accessible to more people, to the general public. Yeah, so that's really what's going to slow me down at the minute, I think, or where I'm going to have to really dedicate a lot of my time. There are other things that I could be doing as well, but they're smaller. I think this is the key one. This is the one that's really going to set UpScalp apart and make it a very unique product that's very, very attractive. So this is where I'm focusing most of my time at the minute. Okay, so that's the quick Jira update. Just going to refresh here and see what's going on, just in case there are any comments. Page doesn't exist. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, very strange. There we go. Yeah, back again. Okay, there aren't any there. So I'm gonna just check on Telegram. What's happening here? I'm just gonna tell the group that it is open. Hey Michael, you're listening in. Alright, Grant. Just trying this differently. So I had been using the broadcast feature on Telegram so that it was a similar experience, I suppose, for all 3 platforms. I was broadcasting on X, broadcasting on on PumpFun, but then I realized I can just screen share on Telegram, and it should be fine, I think. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So then you can listen in and you can chat as well. I don't know if I need to enable something there. Let me see. No, I think everyone should be able to chat, but if you're not, just send a message in the Telegram group and I'll try and fix that. So yeah, I just gave a quick roundup of what I was working on today using the Jira board. I was saying the main thing is this continued work on the API bot to really make it a very unique product that reacts to any kind of market condition that we're likely to see through the bear over the next couple of years, and to make it profitable in as many different types of condition as possible. So what I was going to do probably is just leave the chat open and work in the background here for a while. I'll keep an eye out for questions. If anyone has any questions, I'll flick through these, but I'm really working on this, the advanced regime detection at the minute, and in particular regime coverage, and I kind of want to dive back into it. I was working on it, luckily remembered that I had a live stream to do, so otherwise I would have been late, but just in time I remembered that this is that I had this scheduled for this time. So I'm going to just dive back into that here in the background, but I will yeah, keep an eye out for any questions that are coming up in any of the chats. If your microphone is enabled and if you want to speak and ask a question, just do that, and I'll hopefully be able to hear it. At the minute I can't hear myself, so because I had an issue where I was getting weird echoes happening, so I've muted myself. But if anyone has any questions, just let me know. I'm working in Windsurf today. That's just moved away from using Google Anti-Gravity just because it's gotten very buggy and extremely slow. So I'm testing out Windsurf this week using Codex in Windsurf. So far so good. I miss having the ability to bounce ideas from Codex to Cloud Code or to Opus 4.6, which is really, really great inside Anti-Gravity, but it's just such a pain to use at the minute because it's so incredibly slow. So obviously when you're working on a problem, that's very, very frustrating and don't really want to be delayed as much as it's delaying me at the minute. So moved over to Windsurf because I see getting a lot of really good reviews. I tried it out about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but didn't go back to it. So I am back in Windsurf today, just working on that issue of the regime coverage first of all. Alright, we've got 3 listeners on Telegram. Hi folks, how are you doing?
Hey, good, how are you?
I'm just working in the background here in a tool called Windsurf on our issue, not quite an issue, but on our differentiator of regime coverage, market coverage, to make sure that we have strategies and settings rather, to find candidate signals in any kind of market condition. So yeah, I was just working on this before I joined on the stream, so it is something that I kind of want to keep working on, if that's okay. So I'll be working on it here in the background, but I'll be keeping an eye out for any questions. Can you guys hear the music? I'm trying to put music in the background so people know when I'm not speaking that the stream is not dead. It's actually still working, but I don't know if the music is coming through. Let's see, can I hear that? Can't hear anything on X, unfortunately. Not sure if I have my speakers set up correctly. Let's see. Oh, I think I have it muted for myself. Let me try and turn that up. Ah, yeah, there we go.
Hey, just a quick question.
Hi, sorry, the music is way too loud. Yeah.
Is the bot just for crypto, or do you get gold trades as well?
It is for futures trading. Yeah, so it's not even really for DeFi. It's not for like. Are you hearing that echo as well?
No, it's fine on
It's
my
an
side.
okay. I'm gonna have to ignore my own voice. So yeah, it's for futures trading using say like Binance Futures or Hyperliquid. And what it does is it shows you potential good trades on those. It's not really for say like Solana trading or PumpFun or anything like that. It doesn't give you things. Although I will have a product for that in the future. That's something I am working on. Does that?
Okay, but it's not for gold trading, right?
No, that's a very interesting question. Like that, I have seen a lot of people move towards that lately. Like folks that I would follow in groups and things like that. I know that some people have given up on crypto, but I haven't looked into it. What I'd really need, it'd be doable, but what I'd have to find is like reliable data sources. And I'm not sure about that. I'd have to look into it. That's all I need, like a data stream, really, and then we could look at integrating it. Is that something that would be interesting to you?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool
Okay.
if we could get crypto and gold and stuff like that. Like, I mean, not everything, but gold is pretty much the main thing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people on gold too, so we could attract maybe more people on that side as well.
That'd be very interesting. I know someone who to talk to about that. So there's a guy I'm going to chat to later on about that. I have someone in mind who I can ask about it. So that's actually really, I would never have thought of that. That's a very interesting suggestion. So I've added it to the board here and I'll definitely investigate it.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, there's a lot of people on gold that trade gold mainly.
Hmm.
And if we would have like decent call outs for gold trades, I think there would be a lot more people interested in UpScalp,
Yeah,
the
very good. Very
like
interesting.
UpScalp itself, right?
Hmm.
Which brings more eyes to us,
It,
and it's good
yeah,
for the project.
I think it would be a good direction to go to add in because we are looking at the top 50 by volume. Like we're looking at the gold standard crypto coins really we're looking at BTC ETH and all the alts and stuff there primarily. So like yeah, if it is the same category of people who probably trade both.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's what I think. Because there's a lot of people that trade gold every day
Yeah.
when the market is open, though.
Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, this product is much more for those people rather than meme coin traders who probably don't touch futures, for example, but people who be trading gold, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, really, really good. I like that idea. So I'm gonna take a look at that this week and see what I could do with it. Really, really
Yeah.
depends.
Awesome.
Yeah, it really depends on what data sources I can find. If I can find a good source, like a reliable source of data that I can integrate, no
Hmm.
problem. No problem. That'd be easy. I won't say easy, but like to begin to get it up and running would be yeah, pretty interesting. I must see if there's any other products that do this that mix the two. That'd be another here. Yeah, I need to take a note about that.
I haven't seen any
Yeah,
yet. There might be something out there, but a lot of products do either or, but there's no like combined
yeah.
gold and let's say crypto. That would be actually pretty good, and it would bring for sure more eyes to the project.
Hmm. That could be something very unique. Lovely. All right. I really appreciate the suggestion. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, and let's see what we can do. Um, yeah, so I'm glad that I heard you because I, yeah, I had my microphone or my speakers muted, so I didn't. If anyone was speaking before, I didn't hear you. But just in time to catch a question,
Oh,
which is good.
okay.
Yeah, lucky timing, very lucky
That's good.
timing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just probably just going to go back to working in the background here. But if you have any other questions, just let me know, and and I'll jump back on.
Yeah,
Okay,
sounds good. Awesome.
fantastic. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. It was nice talking to you.
You too.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye for now. Thanks. Actually, yeah, that probably is a good place to wrap it up entirely because I need to concentrate on what I'm doing here. I'm just looking at a load of insights from my logging, and I need to focus on this because it's giving me like I this is something I spoke about yesterday. It's just looking at every once in a while I do a review of say the risk strategy for the entire bot, and that's what I was diving into today. But also the flip side of that is the opportunity framing for the bot as well, and just realized today that we've got some gaps. As I was saying, the regime gaps, market condition gaps. So I'm gonna go back and dive into that because it's very complicated, and I can't really look at it when I'm talking. So I appreciate it. We could always open up the VC another time. Actually, if a VC is better for people, I'm happy to do that instead of always just doing the live streams. But yeah, let me know. But I'm gonna stop
Yeah,
the stream.
VC, I don't
Yeah,
mind VC. It's actually pretty good.
yeah,
Like you can
exactly.
openly ask questions, and it's in the group itself, so you don't really have to search it up on X or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, both are not bad, but I think in the group there are probably more specific questions where out of the group on X there's probably just some random
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Hmm. Yeah, I can definitely look at that doing more VCs, I reckon. And also, I was gonna I could open up spaces on Twitter, but yeah, I think we're more likely to get questions in the Telegram group. I think.
Mm-hmm. And it would be maybe nice to have like I don't know if you have anything or to post daily or at least like a weekly kind of thing. What kind of calls the bot caught and what was good and what was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like an update for everyone, so we can. It could be even like a separate Telegram group where it's just for that, just for the pings
Mm.
where it shows, okay, so many we had so many calls and so many went good and so many were bad.
So have you seen
So
have you seen this feature in the community bot? So you can
y-
call this anytime yourself. It's just win.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
wins 24 for 24 hours and win 7 for the week. But I'm also working on that to show more general information about win rates, like 7-day win rate, 30-day win rate, and so on.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
So
Yeah, I didn't have the time yet to really go into it deeper,
okay,
but
so
I'm
yeah,
probably gonna do it this week,
we have
just to
very
check everything.
like there's not a lot in our community bot, but again, if you have ideas, just let me know and I'll add them. Whatever you need to see, whatever you
Mm-hmm.
want to see. And I've been
Mm-hmm.
this is what I use on Twitter, on X rather. I actually just I generate one of these, like say the 24-hour wins, top 10 wins, and I post that on X then. So I built it for marketing, really. It's nice for the community to be able to see the win rate whenever they want, or the wins rather, but
Yeah,
it's also for me for marketing. It's very easy to share.
yeah, for sure.
Mm.
And that's what I mean when people can go in there and you can use it for marketing as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. It's great
If,
to use. So yeah, so
especially if you show numbers, right, that it
yeah.
works, that's when people are paying attention. Other than that, it's like, oh yeah, it's just another bot.
Yeah.
But if you show numbers, well, we catch constantly wins and stuff, and that's when people start to pay attention.
Yeah. I actually built like when I was testing, I built an entire paper trading backend. I've switched it off at the minute, but I could always switch it back on and maybe automate that to show like if you were an example trader with $10,000, here's how much you would make in a week or whatever. Like that's I have
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's already built, so I could reactivate that and then add it to
Uh-huh.
the community bots, and that would be concrete examples of if you were using these settings in the UpScalp Premium, this is how much money you would make.
Okay, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cause like even for the group itself to see, oh well, it's actually working. Cause there's a lot of people that just hang around in the group, but they
Hmm.
don't really kind of ask anything, don't really do much. But yeah,
Exactly.
that with the gold trading, if we could get that somehow going, that would be
Yeah.
really big, I think.
That's a really interesting idea indeed. Yeah. Just for yeah, exactly for catching the right kind of people. Uh yeah, very interesting. And then yeah, I'll do that paper trading as well. Have a look at that too. Yeah, I'm gonna have a really busy week. This is good. I like this board is completely full with ideas. So, but it's a case of like prioritizing the work that will make the most effect. I suppose have the
Yeah,
most
yeah,
effect.
for sure.
Mm.
I mean, and it's probably not just that easy to kind of like set it up to catch gold trades and stuff like that. It takes time too, right, to figure everything out. And
Yeah, it depends how similar the movement of gold price is to the movement of BTC. If it's very similar, then it's absolutely no problem. But if it's like if it has its own patterns and its own behaviors, then it could be very difficult. So I don't know yet. I'll have to dive into it and see.
oh, okay,
Yeah, but it's a really it's well
sounds.
it's worth it. I think it's worth investigating. So let's
I think so
yeah.
too, because there's a lot of people on gold that trade gold every day.
Yeah, let's move it into the to-do list. I think even I'll put it here below the yeah. So I'm gonna move it into the to-do list because I want to work on it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'll see. So I have some scripts for research. Like I automate the research for this, and I'll just
Okay.
yeah I'll just make a copy of one of the scripts and customize it to look for gold research and see if there's parallels. Yeah, that's a really interesting idea. I could set that up and let it run tonight. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Really good idea.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, thanks. I'll do another VC tomorrow probably, or yeah, I'll maybe put a poll in the group on what times are good for people to do a VC so that people can actually speak and ask questions. Might be nice.
Okay. So where are you from? What time frame or?
Ireland, so it is UTC at the moment. So it is
Oh, it's Ireland.
yeah, almost 6 p.m. here.
Okay. I'm from Canada. It's like almost noon.
Oh yeah, where in Canada?
Um, Pretty much middle of Canada
Mm.
in Manitoba.
Mm. Never been. I've
I don't know. I
been
don't know if you're familiar with Canada a little bit or.
well, I've been to Vancouver and I've been to Toronto, but we didn't go anywhere else.
So I'm pretty much in
In
between.
between the two, yeah, exactly, yeah, in the middle.
Well, Canada is so huge, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's crazy.
absolutely, yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm originally from Germany,
Mm,
but yeah, we moved to Canada
mm.
2009, and I like it here.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
Nice,
hard
nice
thing
people.
is my whole family is still in Germany. That's kind of like bugging me sometimes.
Mm.
But yeah, but I really like Canada.
Me too. Yeah, lovely people, nice people.
Oh yeah, they're easy to deal with
Hmm.
usually.
They get on well here when they come to Ireland. Yeah, they have a good life.
Oh yeah.
they're compatible with Irish life, Canadians. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
they match
Oh,
well.
they usually fit in pretty much anywhere.
Yeah,
Cause
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. I'm
yeah.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna stop the stream. So I'm gonna say thanks to anyone who is watching the stream later, the recording of it. I'll leave the VC open,
Oh,
but I'm just gonna stop the recording now. Okay.